mean, the booger is right here on the camera.
Ah! He came for me! I just started recording too. No!
Oh no! Delete that.
Oh no, it's going in, baby. Hey everyone, it is your pal Al. We are back again with the co-host with the most, Jack.
Who said that?
Oh, hi. That's what a lovely introduction. Thank you. Hi, everybody.
Hi, and we are back for our episode 5 review of All Stars 7.
This season, I can't believe we're going through the episodes so fast.
Do you know how many episodes are the whole season?
Is it 8 or are there more?
I think there might be 8.
I want to say we're getting close, but I mean, each queen still only has like
one
there's
match.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we'll get into it, but first, how are you?
I'm good, girl. There's a lot of things going on right now. Like, I was working on the Nuzlocke, but then I got into this new game, and I've been playing that, so I haven't been doing the Nuzlocke.
Oh my God.
And then work has just been crazy, absolutely crazy. What about you?
I've been great! Yeah, I've been good. Just working, pumping out these reviews, reactions. If you guys haven't already seen, I think the final reaction to our Heartstoppers Season 1 review is out with Anthony.
Oh my God, I gotta watch it.
I know, I don't know if it was this one or the last one, but we talked about you a lot.
Gaggatrondra.
Gaggatrondra. So if you guys haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. We're gonna either do Pose next or I Love Victor Season 3 next. But anyways, enough about that. Let's just get into this episode. So the queens come back in the workroom after the Viv wins her first U.S. challenge, getting that 10,000 G's.
Yes, Viv. I live for Viv. I love her.
She did great in that lip sync, and now she's filling her oats.
Yeah. One thing, I just loved that wig that she had on.
That red wig?
It was like kind of pedestrian, but like also kind of hot. I loved it.
It looked like it was coming out of her scalp too. I was like, wow.
This is my hair. It's real. I don't wear wigs.
I don't wear wigs. You know, Monet had to come in and bring the mood down immediately.
Girl, Monet, chill out. No, it's not all about you.
She's pressed, but I gotta give it to Monet. I gotta give her credit. She is the one making this the drama. She's making it a reality show.
Yeah, these girls know how to make reality TV. Definitely playing their part in that. So we appreciate them for giving us a little bit of drama on an all-winners season when nobody's going home.
Exactly. And I'm glad she kept it up, the little Shea lie of, now the plunger girls know what's going on.
Oh yeah, they know the tea.
It's the next day in the workroom. The girls come in. Rupaul is wearing the most interesting outfit.
Tacky, god-awful.
Ah! I mean, I can appreciate it's not a suit and it's something different.
It was fun. I liked that she did like the MC Hammer dance.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I don't think she looked bad, but I think the outfit was bad.
Choices.
Yeah, it was a choice, Tatianna. Choice.
Mm-hmm.
RuPaul announces that this week is going to be a drag commencement roast speech thing.
Combination comedy challenge, basically.
What did you think about the idea of this roast challenge speech?
I think it's a really great idea because it gives us a completely different approach to a new comedy challenge where the queens are still going up. It's still kind of like a structured like comedy routine. There's some inspiring elements in there. Like you can actually like give a speech. I think it also allows the queens to show more of themselves as well and share certain pieces of them if they want to. So I really love this concept. I think it's great.
Yeah, I mean, a drag queen doesn't have to be just funny. What if they're inspirational?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to walk children in nature, you got to walk them across the graduation stage, too.
Ah, I love that. Did you come up with that yourself?
Just now, off the top of my head, girl.
Oh, that was good. I love that. Yeah, when I first heard about this, I was like, okay, it's a roast, but then it became not a roast. I thought it was pretty funny that Monet, Miss Plunge girl, got to choose the order of the lineup.
Girl, that was interesting, and I think it worked out good, though. Honestly, there were no flops in this episode. Nobody flopped.
Let's just get into it.
I just want to say, like, I'm going to say this about everybody. Like, I thought everybody looked stunning. I loved all the outfits. Like, the graduation outfits were, like, on fleek.
Yes.
Killed it for me. Loving it.
So, what'd you think about Monet going up first?
I thought she did okay. She was probably, like, she wasn't the best.
But I ain't the worst.
She had some, like, good jokes. But yeah, Monet she like dipped her head down and that comb fell out and she's like, oh, and then like RuPaul was like, oh.
I mean, I thought Monet had good things to say, but I don't know what's going on, but if they didn't have any time or what, but she did not look at the camera or like up at all. Like it was very, very slim where she was looking up.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, you have to check it out again. But like, I'm surprised the judges didn't say anything. Like she was looking at her card the whole time.
We know they're not giving negative critiques this season. So.
They're not. But I agree with you. She looked great. The speech was a good speech. I just wanted her to make more eye contact and connect. After Monet was Shea Coulee. Shea Coulee, what did you think about her?
This was a good speech. I liked this a lot. Loved this outfit. And I loved the concept that she had for her speech about being cool then and being
still
cool
being
now. Cool. Honestly, really relatable.
Well, I thought Shea did great. I loved her speech. It was inspirational. It wasn't like super funny, but it was really good. I love the part where she's like, you know, sometimes I think I'm in a John Waters movie, but then I remember I'm black, so I'm not. Something along those lines. That got me. That got me.
Good. That was good. Yeah, I was dying. That was funny. Yeah, she killed it. I loved it. She was awesome.
It was great.
It's classic Shea.
It's classic Shea. Mm-hmm. After Miss Shea Coulee, we had Trinity the Train.
Trinity the anything but this. Her speech was okay. I liked the concept on phonics. That was clever. She didn't really have that many funny jokes. Wasn't like dying at hers. It wasn't my favorite one.
It felt very like wooded. Like I have to say this, then I say this. But like, oh yeah, and I was on hook on girl. I don't know. It's like, okay, Trinity, you tried.
Yeah, it was an attempt.
I thought when she kind of like broke like from away from her speech and started talking about her grandma and how she had to take care of her and she dropped out of school and she is still a success now. Like that's when she really connected with people in the camera.
Yeah, like, that was good.
Opened up.
But like the like jokes, like when she like unzipped the
I put the ass and
tassel. I'm like, that's not funny. Like it was not funny. The delivery was so bad. And I didn't really like the look.
Yeah, I mean, the look was okay. It was basic. It was a bodysuit. But after Miss Trinity the Tuck, we had Raja. What'd you think about Miss Raja?
I loved the character she had for this. I thought it was so clever and fun. For the concept alone, like that was one of the best concepts of the night, I think. And the overall speech itself was great. It wasn't the funniest, in my opinion, but it was really creative and really entertaining.
Yeah, I think coming from Raja, it was a surprise. You wouldn't think Raja would do great in this kind of challenge.
I know.
I liked her joke of like, don't take everything so seriously because you're going to die anyways, or whatever that was. That was good. I thought she looked great. Her little mystic star dress thing. Roger did great. Was it the top? It was top 3 for sure. Yeah, so right after Roger was
Jada
Essence Hall. What'd you think of Jada?
She did great. I loved Jada. She just like was Jada. And I think that worked like as it has in the past. It just worked in her favor. And she did a really great job with her speech. She didn't really, take it too seriously. And I love the bit at the end. Look over there, as always. Like, it kills me. It's so funny. She's just so entertaining.
I thought she was very, like, calm, and she was very inviting, and it was, like, a kiki type of thing. I loved her, like, I got my diploma from Drag U and my degree from Trump University. I was like, they were all living for that.
I know, that was funny.
Basic gown costume, which was fine, but she looked great, and it was another mid to good set.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Right after Miss Jade Essence Hall, we had Evelyn Oddly. What'd you think about Evie? Another surprise.
Okay, I loved the bit. I'm assuming this was a bit when she stood up and like fell and dropped all the cards.
For sure.
At first, I thought it was like actually happening, and I'm like, oh shit, oh no. And then I was like, oh wait, that was a bit, and it was hilarious. So she started us off laughing, which was great. I love the speech about failure. I thought that was a really great concept. And
inspirational again.
Very inspirational. I wasn't really holding like Evie to a very high standard, I'll be honest, just kind of based on her kind of her performance throughout the season so far. She did really good for what I was expecting from her.
Same, exactly. Like, I didn't think anything of it, so she surpassed that, and she did good.
Yeah.
What she had to say was very moving and inspirational, and just good advice. Just fail.
Yeah, it's like totally just applicable, like real life advice. So I loved it.
Yeah. Good job, Evie. I thought you were actually going to be in the top for this one too. I thought they were going to put her and Raja on the top, but we'll get into it. Because right after Evie, we had Miss Jynkx Monsoon.
I just love the look and the reference to I'm obviously at the wrong graduation ceremony. And the little bit saying the like hocus pocus bubble and all that
doesn't work.
Hecate. I'm like, okay, that's genius. She's so smart.
She's so good. She's a professional.
Smart. The bit about the car, it was funny. I wasn't like dying laughing at Jinx's set, I'll be honest, but it's just she's so smart and like you can't not appreciate it. I don't think it's her best work, but it's great.
I was laughing the whole time. I mean, obviously, like, we kind of already heard some of the jokes during the rehearsals.
Yeah.
So we knew it was coming. But her delivery is so good. She is so charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she delivered. Like you said, those first jokes of like, oh, I'm at the wrong place.
That was the funniest part to me. I was laughing really hard at the beginning of the set. My opinion is I don't really like when people keep screaming the same thing over and over. Like we got that you got hit by a car. Like you don't got to say it 2 more times. Like I get it.
Yeah. But her relating to all that to trauma and how you just have to deal with it.
Yes.
Otherwise, later on, it's going to affect you.
Well, that's what put her in the top for me was like tying that back to like a real life story.
But after Miss Jinx, we had the Vivian. That was my drunk person.
This was the best one of the night. I had to watch it back because I'm like, why didn't Vivian get placed in the top? And honestly, she was robbed. Like that character, she stayed in character the entire time. Like when she was on camera, like sitting there playing drunk.
She did so well. She gave physical comedy by falling over. She stayed in character, like you said. She gave it all this performance, and it showed.
I loved how she read
Trinity,
and Trinity was like screaming, like doing that scream she always does. That was funny.
She was gagged.
And I think my thoughts are maybe the reason why they didn't put her in the top. This is the only way I can justify it. Well, because she just won, but the other is like her man nipple was sticking out.
Oh, I thought that was part of her being messy. I like that.
I don't know. I don't know if it was or not. I was fine with it, but I'm like wondering if that might have been why. Because I know RuPaul doesn't like seeing nipples or your hair.
Yeah,
your real hair.
Maybe
my favorite one though.
Yeah, my favorite was Jinx. What do you think? Do you think they should keep this kind of performance, or should they go back to the roast?
I don't know, because the last couple roasts we've had have been hit and miss. We've had some very good, strong queens, and then we've had some queens that flop. So I think the speech allows for a more structured moment, and it maybe allows people to have a more strong performance because you have your material in front of you, and it's like not frowned upon to be looking at it and reading a speech versus like doing like stand-up comedy and roasting somebody.
I think it's good to have a little of both. It has the inspirational and the roast. It doesn't have to be like you just have to be comedy. So let's just get into the runway, which probably pushed some people over the edge.
Category is veils.
Veiled
on the runway. Veil me.
Veil. Ooh, so sheer. Cover me.
Ooh, she's from Vail, Colorado.
First on the runway, we have
Jada Essence Hall.
Jada Essence Hall. What do you think of Jada's look?
I love this look. It's giving me like dark cathedral, like mourning widower who just got $1 million deposited into her bank account.
Yeah, I loved it. Like Michelle said, she like the polka dotted sheer. I love that fabric in that.
Yeah, the fabric is so good.
I thought it was a little too veil-y, if that makes sense. Like she was too covered. I couldn't really see her.
It was hard to see her face. Yeah.
Otherwise, it was a good show. She did great.
Next to the stage is Jynkx Monsoon. What do you think of this look?
Oh, this purpley violet look. I loved it. Again, the veil was kind of too opaque, so you couldn't really see her face.
A little on the opaque side, but just stunning. Like, this definitely solidified her spot in the top this week.
Yeah.
And I love the butterflies looking like they're like lifting the back of the veil. I'm gagged by this. It's so good.
Again, you wouldn't think Jinkx would come out in like an outfit like this, so it's just blowing us away every time.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I thought this look was great. There wasn't really anything wrong.
Next to the stage, we have Mana Aha. Mana Aha.
Veil.
Love the dress.
Good dress.
Love the dress.
Feather dress.
Feather runway.
Yeah. Veil though.
Not a veil.
Not a veil. It was a cage.
Bird cage. Let's go to the next one because that's all I have to say.
Okay.
Next to the stage, we have Raja.
Oh, this look was so good.
I think this dropped her in the top. Love the reference to Vogue. Even though it says something else. I forget what it says.
I think it says like Vague or something else, so they don't.
I think it says Voule, like Voule. This is stunning. It's like a veil, but it's like not a veil.
Yeah, it's like almost like a fascinator.
Yeah, definitely. I love this back piece, like the magazine cover. My only critique is like how she has that little hashtag lady attitude. Maybe she could have added a little bit more, but maybe that would have taken away from it. So, again, I don't know, like, Raja, I think Raja has a good eye on knowing how much to add or take away.
The other week, we kind of got on Shea about her wings being a little crafty. That black border was kind of crafty. Like, she should have propped it up with, like, cardboard or something.
A little on the crafty side, but for the most part, it stayed erect, for lack of better words. It's stunning, so it's a shoot.
Oh, a shoot!
Girl, yeah.
Okay.
Next to the runway, we have Shea Coulee. What'd you think of this one?
At first I was like, what the F is this? And then
I know.
When she kept walking and I saw it bounce and flow everywhere.
Oh my god, the movement.
It was so good. The hat.
It's giving me like Orville Peck.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Meets like my grandma who goes to church in her velvet on Sunday.
Yes, it was so good. I love the asymmetry of all the cuts, how it was just cascading water falling down her.
At first I'm like, it's kind of bulky, but then once I saw it moving and I saw like more angles of it, it's stunning. It's truly an amazing look. Like, I'm gagged by this. It's so good. Next to the runway, we have Trinity the Train with a Vail train.
Was it
She's taking the train to Vail, Colorado.
I mean, I thought the look was great. The dress was great. Her little fastener on top was great. I just don't know if it was a veil. It was more of a cape to me.
I wish she actually had a veil on. I like the concept of the Vail train.
Yeah.
I don't think it was executed in the right way.
She just would have brought it over and covered her face with it. It would have been better.
Or if like material was literally the entire garment. Like it was like a whole one piece thing and it like covered everything.
You just gagged me. That would have been amazing.
That would be a gag, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, yeah. Next to the stage we have the Vivienne. What'd you think of this look?
I was like, at first I was like, another blue dress? Like, come on. And I was like, okay, like it looks nice. Bondage. Okay, here for that. Veil? Mama, it's a piece of fabric wrapped around your head.
It's not really hitting the brief. I love it. It's a cute look.
It's a good
but it's not really giving veil. I mean, just because you have something over your face doesn't mean it's a veil.
Yeah.
I like the concept. I think this is probably why she wasn't in the top, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
You homophobic.
Okay.
We haven't talked about Evie.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about Evie. Okay, go.
And lastly, on the runway, we have Evie Oddly.
Evelyn.
What did you think of Evie?
At first, I was like, okay, Evie, given a different silhouette. I loved how it looked like a Mexican blanket that was bedazzled in rhinestones. It looked great. I thought she did good this runway. A veil again?
Yeah. It's definitely one of her better looks so far this season. So props to her on that.
Props to your mama.
Yeah, knock these looks. They're good looks. Some of them are just not meeting the brief. And
yeah, they're all amazing looks. Like these queens have the money. So they can at least make it look presentable.
Yes. Alright, so we find out that the top 2 are Jynkx, Monsoon, and Raja finally!
Ding, ding, ding. No surprise there.
Yeah, they did great in the Drag You commencement speech, and they had great runways. There was a twist this week, though.
Yes. Top 2 all-stars get 2 legendary legend stars, but they have to give 1 to one of their fellow queens.
These girls, I guess, change if they think they're gonna have to lip sync. And some of these
Why
girls
are
changed.
they all changing?
Seriously!
I don't understand why they're all changing and wasting an outfit.
Seriously, like Evie, I can understand, but like Jada, it's like I'm gonna change it to something I can lip sync, and I'm like, girl,
I don't get it. Like, pretty much all the queens change. I'm like, really? Like, you all think you're gonna win? Like that? But that right there tells you, like, in the moment, you don't know.
Yeah.
You really don't know.
Come to the lip sync, nobody was gagging.
Girl, the gag.
They were gagging from the smell.
It wasn't there.
Yeah, the girls, they weren't living for it after they finished. There was a lot of Pointer Sister lip sync and by Raja.
Yeah, I was hoping Raja would like do more, but
They're not really lip syncers, so that's why I was saying if Jinkx was going to give it to someone, she needs to give it to someone who's not a lip syncer, so she could
give it to Raja so she can beat them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's smart. That's smart too. I agree with that.
Well, Jynkx Monsoon wins the lip sync. She wins $10,000, and now she has the power to block a fellow competitor.
Block that.
Ooh.
No, cut that out. That was too aggressive. No, that was too aggressive. Don't do that.
Who does she choose to block?
So Jinkx blocks Viv, which is hilarious because Viv was just saying in the workroom that she's not going to have the chance to block me. Assuming that she was going to be in the top, but girl, she was not in the top. So if you're not in the top, you're getting blocked.
Exactly. Like Viv straight up said, "Oh, if I didn't have to block Monet, if I could block anyone, I would block Jinkx again." Like, why would you tell someone you would block them if you could?
It's crazy. It's like I don't know if they're saying it for drama or if they're just saying it and not thinking.
Yeah.
Because if you're not thinking, then that's kind of crazy.
You're not playing the game, babes.
But either way, stunning episode, living for it. We'll find out next week who gets the bonus stars. I'm hoping we're probably right on our
Evie.
on our guesses. Yeah.
But yeah, this episode was great. I loved it. Do you have anything else to add? Oh, I do love the part where Jinkx goes down the line before she gives it to Viv, and so she goes up to Shea and she goes,
Shea Coulee.
That got me. Well, that was the episode. I'm so happy you were here with me, Jack.
Yeah, thanks for reviewing it. We'll be here for the next one.
Yeah, sorry, it's a couple days late. It was Pride this weekend. We were going crazy. Did you go to Pride?
No, but I'm getting gay married next week.
We'll see everyone next week. Until then, it's Alex.
So, yes, and Jack, bye.
We'll see everyone later. Bye.